The Sports Ball Stuff podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Sports Ball Stuff with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the major sports stories that intrigue us and the little stories that enrage us. Nobody else played today, right? Because It's Monday.
Correct. Everybody was there, so we're on 72 points. Wednesday's on 70, and Burnley is at 65.
No, it's not Wednesday. It's United.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It's one of the Sheffields.
Yeah.
So United.
Well, so we've all played 33 games.
That's what I'm saying. Today was the last game of this round.
Yeah.
Yes.
God, we just fucking, as we've been going, Sheffield United has been going.
Correct. And we played that's our next two matches.
Yeah.
They're not both in the league, I don't think. Does it make sense?
Next week, yeah, because we're at the end of February.
Yep.
Yeah, that's match week, and then so in March. So then we don't play them back to back.
Okay.
If they did it right, no, we end with Plymouth. No, so this next game against Sheffield United is the last against Sheffield United.
Okay.
So this is
it.
Yeah.
And it's at home?
No, or it's at Sheffield United.
Okay. Today's match.
And that's going to be next Monday.
These motherfucking cops.
Well, it's their Monday Night Football.
I know this.
Which just happens to be 2 p.m.
I mean, I get it, but so
that might be. I'm gonna have to shut off my phone
and watch the replay.
Yeah.
That's what I did last week in whatever the middle of the week match was.
Yeah.
Where they chose violence. So today I was just keeping up and I watched the last half an hour, give or take.
Yeah.
After Sturrock's goal.
Well, yeah, 2.
The first one in the 78th minute to tie it. Because at that I'm like, man, you can't draw at home. You can. I know we're playing a top 4 team, but you can't be drawing at home right now.
No.
I mean, a draw wouldn't have been bad. We'd have been tied at the top of the table. Crazy good on goal differential, which is 20 goals. Right? Isn't that what it is? 47 to 26 or something?
48 to 24.
There you go. I was close. So yeah, we've got that wrapped up. So any tie is in our favor.
Correct. Yeah.
Man, this team, they just don't quit. They just don't quit.
Well, it's good to have Sturrock back fully healthy because
he came on. He came on as a sub today.
Yeah, and he showed flashes of that in the past, like being really good on set pieces and stuff like that. And then, he's a fullback, so he's
a center back. Yeah,
he's not going to be in the scoring scenarios all the time.
Set pieces, that's it. And he scored on 2 of them. Rothwell was the one assisting both of them.
He's good from the corners.
Yeah, he is. And then the second goal, the game winner, it was a corner initially, and then came back through the box, and he got it again. So he was able to move away from the touchline to get the ball in, and goal.
Oh.
Good, man. And like I said, I don't think Noto played today. Again, we are just...
Yeah,
just winning. I think it's the depth that we have.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those times where, injuries at the first half of the season kind of force your hand, but you still win, and now you're getting everybody healthy.
And Farka got so many sneaky pieces.
Right.
What was it?
Again, Tanaka was, at home or something? Solomon?
Or, just, hey, who's available to play?
He was, at the back of the room.
Yeah.
I can play midfield.
Yeah.
I don't know what... he clearly knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
although he got 2 yellows today. I think he got a yellow for dissent And then, like early in the game,
which is what you'd be like, excuse me. I don't.
And then the second yellow was him running onto the pitch when they scored the game winner. And the official came over to him, was talking to him, was like,
it's the rule.
Yeah, this isn't. This is black and white. You're on the pitch. Now you get to sit out for the Sheffield United match.
But I think and I'm also thinking of, and I meant to check the standings on it, but every now and then I catch a couple of highlights from what Wrexham's doing, and it just seems
I don't know where they're at in the standings. Because the next level's the championship, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Which that would be bananas, is that they jumped up three tiers. Back
to back. Yeah. They're going to have to
I don't know if that's ever been done.
They're going to have to upgrade that stadium.
Oh, yeah.
If they can make it through the championship, but if they make it to where they're ultimately trying to get, they're going to have to, like Ipswich had to do.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have...
Wrexham's in third in League One.
How many automatic?
Well, I think it's like the top two, so they're...
Same concept as the championship?
Yeah.
Two and then a playoff?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're sitting at 58 points. Wycombe, I guess that's how you say it, is at 60 points. So they're not far out. But it's like you look at what the pieces they've been able to add over the couple of years, and it just does seem like there's a lot of that. Essentially it's grit. Like there's a bunch of dudes who are
grinta.
Yeah.
Like the Italians say.
So that and what some of these bigger teams are showing, God, he looks old.
I was looking at Braun Breaker.
Oh, I was looking at Keith Kachuk. But
it's okay. One of them speared somebody, and the other one fought Canadians.
But yeah, it's just like, and it doesn't, go against reason, anyways. Of that, granted, you got like the Jude Bellinghams and people like that being snatched up like these star guys, but then there's always going to be grinders, your high 80s, low 90s who aren't flashy. And they're all throughout, and it's just about having the right system to fucking...
God damn it, you used the word. System. Yeah. Yep. That's which is why, you hear a lot of a change of scenery might help.
Yeah. Yep. Which usually means you get out of a fucking bad, toxic situation.
Correct. They use that a lot in baseball.
Yeah.
But football's the same way. Like...
Pulisic. Pulisic is one of the best examples of that.
What's his name? Kolo Randall Kolo Muani. Juventus have so many French guys on the team. I fucking love it. But he was sold for like $100 million from Dortmund to PSG.
Yeah.
Never played. Juventus scoop him up. He's played 4 matches, and I think he's got 5 goals.
Was he on loan?
Yeah, with no option to buy. But if that's one of those things, like if the player wants to stay, the player's going to stay, right? Or PSG's going to go, no, that motherfucker's in form. We want him now.
Yeah, but then again, their system is not built for
him. Clearly, yeah. So,
which is who's our boy from Leeds that we never hear from anymore? The young kid,
Gerhardt.
No, the
Archie Gray.
Yeah, Archie Gray.
And I watched almost the entire Tottenham match against Manchester United, and maybe he was on the pitch. I say watched it. It was on the TV, and I was doing my thing. But
was he in the starting?
I don't believe so. And I know he was hurt for a little bit. It's almost like Calvin Phillips.
Yeah, imagine that.
And now Adams is finally healthy.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him play. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he's
but
finally
that's the
healthy.
Thing. But what did we say when? Granted, we were happy for the money, but
yeah, absolutely.
He's going to go to a Premier. He's going to go into a Premier League team. They're not going to know how to play him.
He should be the poster child of. Played for his hometown, came up through the academy, is really, really, really good. Started for an England team that made it to the Euros.
Yeah.
Got super fucking paid, but then never got playing time. and then got hurt, and then he really didn't get playing time.
Oh, you're talking about Calvin Phillips.
Correct.
Yeah.
It happened to Adams as well.
Yeah.
He played for the United States.
Yeah.
Got out of Leeds when they got demoted.
No, but I was saying
relegated.
We knew that was going to happen to Archie Gray.
Correct.
Because it happened to Calvin Phillips.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's happened.
And that's one of those things. Like, I get it. Like, you want your payday, but at the same time, like, and I think if you were to interview Christian Pulisic about this, it's like, what's more important, the amount of what's going to bring you the most money, signing that big contract early, or getting your minutes and getting your stats, and then you get that just veteran pay.
Minutes. That's the thing about. I mean, I guess it's with all sports, even hitters in baseball. Like, you gotta get fucking at bats, right? Like, my dad's thing was like, just like in basketball, like, if you're cold, you shoot till you're hot.
Correct.
And when you're hot, you shoot till you're cold. Same thing with baseball, like.
I always hated that shit of like, well, we're gonna move him into a pinch hitting role. Like, that's not gonna get them going.
That's the worst thing you can do. No, work it out of you gotta work out of a fucking slump.
Yeah, or unless you're Mark Grayson, you pork your way out.
Well, I mean, you could do all of that. There are several ways.
Or eat a bucket of fried chicken.
There's several ways to get out of that slump. But same thing. So you need to get fucking minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
You can be getting paid gazillions of dollars.
Which that's what breaks my heart about Archie. I mean,
he's a kid too.
We're doing fine, but like if he was with Leeds, he'd be starting every game.
Yeah.
He would be getting valuable play time.
And his value's only going to go up.
Right. And he'd be in on every set piece. He'd have multiple goals. And he'd be building and building and building. But these agents and
here's the thing.
Big money teams,
20, 21, 22. Getting a lot of playing time in the championship. But, every kid's dream is to play in the fucking Premier League.
I get that, yeah.
But I'll have to look. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole tonight, but
what's going to happen? Like, say
he's
next year,
not getting consistent playing time. We'll just
say next year, knock on wood, if Leeds get promoted, and then they're facing off against his team, Archie Gray's sitting on the bench, and he's seeing like two dudes that he knows he's better on the defense, and being like, I could have still been on that team, playing in the Premier League, getting starts.
Except
minutes.
Now I'm 16th in the Premier League.
Right.
Not getting as many minutes as I should.
And my next contract is going to be lower because now they're going to go, well, you didn't get as much playing time.
Or I'm going to get transferred out for a low figure. Yeah. And I hope he doesn't. I want that kid to fucking succeed.
He might end up on Juventus where everything works.
Oh, so here's the thing. Juventus, 4 games in a row. Real quick, I got a minute. 4 wins in a row. Okay.
There you go.
They scraped by against Empoli. They won a Champions League match. Okay. And best of all, we beat fucking Inter Milan.
Ooh, in the derby.
1-0. Weston McKennie, my son, was the captain. I know we talked about his Champions League form because he scored a fucking screamer. He can literally play every position on the pitch except goalie and maybe center back.
Yeah.
Timothy Weah, he figured it out.
There you go.
Yeah. Like, he's looking at just McKinney, Weah, Pulisic, Musa, who's also at AC Milan, and Pepe, who's hurt right now, but has almost 20 goals in Holland, Netherlands.
Who's some bland-ass white guy never played.
Ever. Fuck him. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to seeing this United States men's national team. I hope that when these guys come back under Poch.
And Poch will know how to play. The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Sports Ball Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion. Marketing by Brock Ryder. Graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion. Music by the Heisenberg Compensators.